US President Donald Trump has put new conditions on the table for ending the Ukraine war, ahead of critical talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the White House today. The meeting comes 3 days after Trump's summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska failed to produce a ceasefire agreement. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said that Zelensky could end the war with Russia almost immediately if he wants to, or he can continue to fight. Trump added that no getting back Obama given Crimea and no going into NATO by Ukraine, mirroring key Russian demands. Earlier, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, speaking at a news conference in Brussels with Zelensky, said that they welcome US President Donald Trump's willingness to contribute to Article 5, like security guarantees for Ukraine. And the coalition of the willing, including the European Union, is ready to do its share. She also said, these are decisions to be made by Ukraine and Ukraine alone, and these decisions cannot be taken without Ukraine at the table.
International borders cannot be changed by force. These are decisions to be made by Ukraine and Ukraine alone.
The stakes are high for today's Washington meeting. Zelensky, who was left out of the Alaska talks, said he will meet Trump in Washington on Monday to discuss next steps towards ending the war. European leaders, including heavyweights France, Britain, and Germany, are rallying around the Ukrainian leader after his exclusion from Trump's summit on Friday with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Their pledge to be at Zelensky's side at the White House on Monday is an apparent effort to ensure the meeting goes better than the last one in February, when Trump berated Zelensky in a heated Oval Office encounter. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer praised Trump's peace efforts, but emphasized that any path to peace cannot be decided without Zelensky's involvement. During talks with Trump on Friday, Russian President Vladimir Putin spelled out his demands for land swaps with Ukraine, including his insistence that Ukraine gives up its eastern Donbas region. Putin said in exchange he would be willing to freeze the current front lines in the rest of Ukraine and agree not to attack Ukraine or other European nations again, Trump told European leaders. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff said on Sunday, ahead of a planned meeting at the White House with Zelensky and the European leaders, that Trump and Putin agreed to robust security guarantees during their summit in Alaska last week. Today's White House meeting represents one of the most critical moments for European security since the Cold War, with Ukraine's future and the broader Western alliance hanging in the balance. The meeting involves leaders from Britain, France, Germany, and Ukraine as they seek to chart a path forward in the 3.5-year conflict.